Hello and welcome viewers. This is Dr.T.K. Chatterjee, Associate Professor Marketing with Institute of Management Technology in Nagpur. Now, I have more than 2 decades of experience in hardcore sales and marketing in corporate, and about 13 years back I have ventured into academics. So what I found, having joined academics, is that MBA students, I have taught in several management colleges across country. What I discovered is that I find that some of the students who have got all the talent to build a very successful career in sales and marketing, even they have certain reservations about pursuing a career in sales and marketing. And having spoken to me, the reason I could discover was a fear. Basically, it was a hidden fear of sales. And this fear is because of certain myths or certain wrong notions, if I may call it so, about the career. Students feel that a sales career means, virtually begging or meeting, lot of strangers, facing rejections, and they consider it to be highly stressful career or job. Now, I had begun at a very grassroots level of selling after finishing my MBA, and I grew up to the level of regional manager, general manager, and CEO, and I found this journey to be very enjoyable and thrilling. So today, my objective of this talk to you is just to clear certain cobwebs that may be in the mind of you students about sales as a career. Now, let us now come to the point. The fear is basically I am not a good talker. I am not able to convince people. I am not able to persuade them, and things like that. But believe me, friends, that sales, if understood properly and if practiced professionally and professionally, then it is a very smooth selling profession, giving you lot of satisfaction, lot of money, lot of professional growth. So just let me try to address sales as a career. Now, any marketing book that you open, you find that marketing begins with three concepts: needs, wants, and demands. Now, why these concepts? Because as a salesman, what we do is we begin with identifying or helping the customer identifying their need, and once the need is well developed, then we try to graduate the customer or take the customer to want our product to satisfy that need. And once they want our once that we have reached that stage, then we try to convert that want into demand. Now, this is why it is very important for a salesman to initially, try to assess that if at all I take this customer to demand stage, is he financially capable to buy my product? And, all these stages basically, you know, they are driven by experience and they are driven by certain skills. Now, in my time, some more than 3 decades back, when I had begun my sales career, we had to start from making those cold calls. But I've seen a clear evolution in this function of sales. in these last 30 years. In our time, those 7-step processes that are taught in marketing classes and all, like prospecting, then pre-approach, then approach, then sales presentation, then objection handling, followed by taking orders and follow up and follow through. Now these 7 stages, what I find, are redundant. In fact, the sales function has now boiled down to basically, let me call it 3 or 4 steps, like, because lead generation, the prospecting, the purpose of prospecting was lead generation. Now this function is performed by telecallers and not by professional salespeople who are MBAs and all. And also all companies are sitting on enough database. So this stage of prospecting or cold call is redundant. So basically it starts from qualifying the lead. Once the lead is passed on to the salesperson by telecaller or some database source, some data source, he has to begin with qualifying the lead, qualifying the lead as I call it. And that is, basically driven by lot of personal need analysis. Now, in this video, I'm not going into great details of this personal need analysis. Maybe in subsequent videos I'll do that. But there are some videos, good videos available on YouTube, which you can watch and hone this skill. But this is the basic thing, that personal need analysis. Spend maximum time in this, because if the personal need analysis has been done and you have pre-qualified the lead in terms of his buying power and all, so that when you take him to from need to demand stage, he is financially capable to buy your product or whatever offering you are there to sell him to, then then the rest of the task becomes very easy. Because in my time, typically we used to pitch our product and we used to be persuading the customer to buy whatever I have to offer him without really spending much time on his need. So today and in our time, a great skill or great emphasis was on objection handling. But nowadays, what I find, that if professional salespeople, once he properly pitches his product after thorough need analysis of the prospect, once he goes to the stage of closing the sale, it almost automatically it happens. And even if couple of objections or some objections are raised by the prospect, they are genuine objections, and a salesman once addresses those concerns thoroughly, the sale is done. So in subsequent videos, I'll talk to you in greater detail about sales and marketing as a career, as a profession. And this, we all know, we are in a passing through a very difficult time of this pandemic, COVID-19. So we all need to be taking all care. We should stay home, stay safe. And in subsequent video, I'll talk to you about the prospects of sales and marketing career, or career for MBAs per se, post-COVID era. Okay? Thank you and good night. Take full care and be safe.